Apologize, I have to leave before this is over. I've got to be at the Irish Festival in Dover. They always are on the same day. I don't know why that is, but I do have to scoot, and I wish I could stay if I had a choice, but I may have to sing with a band, and I made a commitment, so I have to go. I've had the good fortune to travel a lot, and when I first asked Bob if there was a theme to this, he talked about social justice and women's rights and so on. And about 15 years ago, I wrote this song for 4 voices. I haven't done it since, so I don't know how it's going to be with one voice. But unfortunately, the issues for which I wrote the song are still in effect, so I'm going to sing it. Yeah, I'm going to need to, I have to see it. That's the only, sure. As long as it doesn't blow away. This is called Women of the World. She is a woman of the world. She works each day from 9 to 5. She pays the bills, she cleans the house. It isn't great, but she survives. She sends her children off to school. Each day's a habit, hard and long. She isn't who she thought she'd be, and she would like to sing her song. I'm sorry, I'm nervous and I forgot my capo.
Let's try it again. There we go.
She is a woman of the world. She rises long before the sun. She feeds the chickens and the pigs. She feeds the baby when she's done. Her children never learn to read, for life is only for the strong. A field to plow, a mouth to feed, and she would like to sing her song. They stand together miles apart, a different world, a single heart. They dream of children in the future with dreams to chart. She is a woman of the world. She washes other people's clothes. She calls another woman sir. Oh, who is friend and who is foe? Her children live behind a wall. They're never sure where they belong, and she would like to see it fall, and she would like to sing her song. We stand together miles apart, a different world, a single heart. We dream of children in the future, with songs to sing and dreams to chart. For we are women of the world, and we are sisters of the heart. We sing our voices loud and strong, and we can sing each other's song. And we can sing each other's song. Okay. I actually wasn't prepared for being outside, so anyway, there's a problem in my old country, my home country, where my parents come from. Which is sort of under the surface now, but it's still there. And that is in Ireland. I have a lot of good friends over there, and actually I'm going again. I'll be singing there in November, so I'm looking forward to that. But I have a number of friends who lived through the Troubles, which we read about over here, but didn't live through bombings and people being killed and people being kidnapped and people being tortured and so on. And so the division between English and Irish, between Catholic and Protestant, is just so muddled, and it's almost impossible to solve. Back in the 70s, the kids over in Ireland did the same thing that we did when we were kids here. They went off for summer jobs. And so this is the story about a friend of mine who did that. And when he was in Europe working his summer job, he met another Irish girl and they fell in love. The problem was that they were from different sides of the track. In Ireland, on the 12th of July every year, they have what's called the 12th July parade. And there's a huge drum that's played for that parade, and it's called a lambeg drum. And if you've ever seen one, it's like a bass drum on hormones, and they play it with huge sticks. And so the sound rumbles and rolls. It's one of the drums that was used when William of Orange came across the Boyne Valley and massacred people in Ireland, and so it's very symbolic of that. So this is Tam's story, and set to music. I met her on a fair Greek isle, our accents Irish, a glance, a smile. This girl I could not love at home. I loved in Greece and later Rome. On to Spain and the dust of Spain. Christ, I'll never love like that again. All through that long grape pickin' summer, now she's the wife of a lambeg drummer. She touched my cheek in Brittany. What a shame you're Mick, not Sam, said she, or Stuart, Cecil, Ian, Rob, Billy, Ivan, Jack, or Bob. You're lost inside some Fenian dream. Dream of things that might have been. But let's not waste what's left of summer before I'm wed to my lambeg drummer. Sometimes I'd watch her while she'd sleep, from firelight soft to shadow deep, and wonder how Cupid's dart could miss the head and wound the heart. And I knew it all too soon would end, two hearts not lost but out on blend. And one day I'd reclaim mine from her and give hers back for her lambeg drummer. We wandered a deserted beach. Though we held her hand, she was out of reach. Side by side, but both alone, as we thought about the news from home. Then I knew 'twas time for letting go of this sweet and most beloved foe. For her ears were turned to a tribal thunder that called her back to her lambeg drummer. In a drab Dutch town we said goodbye. I had to hitch, she chose to fly. It was only as she turned to go I told her what she had to know. That had she been Mary, Bridge, or Kate, we'd have walked together from the airport gate, and I'd never once be parted from her by time or tide or a lambeg drummer. As I watched the Orange 12th parade, I was half impressed and half dismayed, for there I saw the girl I loved, all hatted, sashed, beribboned, gloved, and lovely as she'd ever be. She was orange and I was green, and her love outblazed a Spanish summer, and was wasted now on her lambeg drummer. And had she been Mary, Bridge, or Kate, we'd have walked together from the airport gate, and I'd never once be parted from her by time or tide or a lambeg drummer.